Welcome once again to Church Central Cloud. Today, I want to spend some time on how to set up your church profile. As you already know, Church Central Cloud is an all-in-one platform built for church and ministry, helps you to manage your church operation, administration, church growth, membership, and just think about anything you want to do in your church for your church to function effectively. It's all been thought through. This is a platform that has been built, for churches and pastors and ministry and members as well. So let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is to log into the platform. So I want to log in. Once you log in, you would be taken to your dashboard. So today we are again going through the Grace of God Mission Church. On the sidebar, you have different modules, and to set up your church profile, you go to the organization module on the sidebar. So you click that and then you click settings. Okay, you click settings, and once that takes you to your settings dashboard. Okay, settings dashboard, which is here. Now, what you notice is that you have quite a number of tabs on the settings platform. So this is the engine room of your church profile. Okay, this is where you are able to set up everything that you would need as the backbone of your dashboard operation and your church operation on this platform. So the first thing you see is your general. So on the general tab, you have the church logo. So this is where you need to upload your church logo. So you click this upload logo button, and I'm just going to select something here just to keep it. So I'm going to use the Church Central Cloud logo. So that comes in. Yeah, so upload your logo there. Then your church name, the country, the city, the time zone. You select the time zone that you work. So if your time zone is Europe, London, you select it. If it is Africa, you select it. Yeah. So if you're America, whichever time zone that you work, this is important. You select it. The next thing you need to do is to select the currency for your services. So if you are in the US, the dollar is your currency. If you are in Britain, British pounds. If you use euro, Japanese yen, naira for those in Nigeria, Ghana, cedis for those in Ghana, Kenya, shillings, so South African rand. So you can select the currency for your church giving. So this is very important, because when you go to the giving section, this becomes the denomination for your giving numbers on your dashboard, and all the giving features that your members would see will be based on this denomination. Yeah. So of course it can be changed on those, but this would be the baseline. Yeah. So the default currency. Now, if your church is affiliated to other denomination, so you can put that in here. Put in the year of your foundation, then your senior pastor or your general overseer, you can put that that in. Now, once you're done with that, you're done with general setting. Okay. Now the next thing is how you collect payment. One great feature of Church Central Cloud is that it enables you to collect offering, tithe, donation, pledges without any friction. And this is where you configure. So there are many ways you can configure your offering and all that. So the first way is using this Church Central Cloud platform. So it is all set up. In this case, you just don't do anything. You just leave it the way it is. It is all configured for you. Once your members use their card payment, the system automatically debit the account, and it would be recorded the system for under your church, and you will see that payment reflect on your dashboard in real time. Now, but if you do have your own Stripe account and you don't want to use the platform account, then you can set up your own Stripe account here. So you can do that, and then the same process of just collecting your offering and tithe directly from the members once they make payment is done easily for you. Now, for those that have Apple Pay, Google Pay link payment enabled on their portal, I mean, in terms of the different members do have Apple and Google Pay account, then it is easy. It is all configured. They can do that. And once that this payment system is all secured, so there is no concern or fear on this platform. So the other thing you can see is that you can also set up your bank transfer payment. So your bank details, your bank account, your details can be provided here. So all you need to do is add account. You click this, then you can provide the account number, the branch, the account name, and all that. So you can provide all that details here, and then once you're done, you just so you just create the account, and that is saved. I needed to zoom in there. And then the next thing is you can add as many accounts as you have. Assuming you have 2 or 3 bank accounts, you can provide that. Later you will see how this becomes very powerful in making giving to your church more easy, more flexible, real time. So one is all the members, they can give through card payment through here. So that is all configured. The next one is your through bank transfer, which you configure your bank account details here. The next one is text to give. So if you subscribe to this feature, what we'll do from Church Central Cloud is to give you a number, like a phone number, and members can configure their debit card or their credit card through that number. And once they want to give, all they need to do is to text the amount they want to give to that number. So, and that once that is done, the money will be deducted, will be debited, and then your account will be credited as a church. So there will be also the text to pledge. And then there are other methods depending on the region, so that you exist. So that is Wise, FluteWave. There are other methods that we are also enabling to configure. So you can select other methods that you have, and if you have other methods that are not captured there, you can reach out to our office, and we would support you to configure that as well. But for now, you have the Stripe card payment, you have the bank transfer, payment, you have the text to give options. Okay, so that is about the payment. Now let's look at the tax tab. Now if you are you can use this platform to generate tax return report for your members. So all you need to do is to enter your region, so your region, US or UK, yeah, others. Enter your tax number, your legal name, your address or details, and then you can configure your year, yeah, of the start of the month. So for some people, their tax year starts in June, some start in January, some start in March, depending on which country you are in. And then here you need to impute the person who is authorized to, who is the focal point that is responsible for tax issues for your church. Yeah, so this is where you put the name, the details of the person, and then once you're done with that, then you are able to just click savings, click save the tax settings, and that is all done. Okay. Now the next thing you can do in this settings page is staff. So you can use this platform to manage your church staff. And what you need to do is to click the staff tab, then add staff. So you can select here the member. So first of all, you need to create membership profile for that staff, and then you select that. The position, this person is an accountant, acquire director. You can do that. If it's full-time, part-time, you can do that. The person is still active. The salary, assuming it is say $50,000. Say $3,000 per month. Or you can say it's annually. In this case, we're taking per month, and then how many days the person works. So you can, since it is full time, Monday to Friday and Saturday, full time, and then here you're looking at the start date of the work, and here you are. End date does not apply in this case. So the staff ID, the department, music or the worship department. So since the choir director, you put that in. The person has a supervisor, you put that in. The person have a tax ID because he needs to pay tax. You put that in. Then this is where you enter the bank details of Emmanuel Simon, so you are able to pay at the end of the month, without having issues. So you can enter that. Then emergency contact number for the staff. That is what you need to enter here. Then the probation period, and then when the date entering the contract, assuming the person is on contract. And then if you have leave days, some reason person have 30 days leave days, and then sick leave. Person has health insurance allowance or pension contribution of say 5%. You can alert that. So once you are done with this, I'm just going to change this payment date to 25th day. Then you add staff. Okay, so that creates that stuff. So you can add as many staffs as you have in your church. Then later you will see how this becomes very powerful in managing your payroll, because you can also manage your payroll under the finance section of on this platform. Okay. Now the other thing is the vision. Yeah. So here is where more strategic. You enter your church vision, your mission statement, your core values as a church, and so this is something that becomes part of your communication to your members. From time to time, as you engage your members with your teaching and preaching and messages, becomes the basis for it. You can put it there. Now, branding is more of the aesthetic, so you can change the color of your communication emails and some of the things that you design. You can do that from there. Now, contact, yeah, so you go to contact. So this is where you set up the contact details of the church. So the email of the church, the phone number, the church website, if you have a website, and your social media links. So this becomes very powerful when you start communicating with the church members through email or the text message. All these links get pulled into that automatically and then sent out so that members already have access and can easily have links to engage with your church in the social media platforms, as well as your website and all that. Okay, now let's look at alert. So this alert is very important because what it does is that it helps you to push real-time notification to your members, okay, and also for event reminders. So, but what happens, this is where you can configure what you want to send out as a notification or not. So for example, if you have an event that is planned and is cancelled, and you want to inform members that this event is cancelled, then this remains on. But if you don't want this to be a notification service to members, then you can just turn it off. Yeah, so this is turned off. So whatever is turned off here will not be activated or sent as notification to your church members. Okay, so now you have different points for the notification here. So you can set up notification on the aspect of giving and finance as well. So if someone makes donation, it gets notification confirming that donation has been received. Pledge reminder, so someone makes a pledge through the system, the person can be reminded, very soft reminder that the pledge is due, or just sending that is easier for the system, sending that, than someone calling up the person or the member trying to remind that the pledge is due. Often you won't do that, but the system can easily do that. So there are a lot of other aspects like task assignments. So if someone is assigned a task, maybe a minister has assigned a task to carry out, to follow up, or to lead an activity, or to call a newcomer, a new visitor, all that, something that you can set up here: tax assigned, tax due, tax overdue, volunteer assignment, appointment. So you can set up this, you can configure what you want. So whatever you don't want, you can turn it off, or you can turn it on at any point in time. So just spend some time and go through this. And once you are done, just click savings and save the change, and the change is all saved. Okay. Now let's go to other aspect. I'm going to come to the branches, because this is one powerful feature of the Church Central Cloud. This platform enables you to run multi-branch church system. So this is where you have a central church, but that central church now has other branches under maybe an area church, area parish, or area location that have 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 or more branches under your church, then this is where you can set up the password for the admin of those churches, and they can have that. So I'm going to spend a bit more time on this aspect later in other videos. Okay, now let's look at the access. So access is one feature of the Church Central Cloud that enables your members to have access to what we call the member service area. So every church has a unique access code which the members will use to access the member service area for that church. So once you want to activate that member service function for your church, for your members, all you need to do is to come here and click generate invite code. Okay, once you click this, it will generate a unique code for your church. So once members log into Church Central Cloud and open the app, now they will be requested to enter their church code, and once they enter your church code, it will take them to your church platform and they will see the member service area. I'm going to come to that. Now this code remains valid and constant until it is changed. So we strongly advise that you do not change this code without a reason. Okay, this code, once it changes, it means that no member of your church will be able to log into their member service area until they are given a new code. So for example, if I click generate new code, that code will change. The previous one becomes invalid, because invalid, and your church members will not be able to access their member service area until this is given back to them. I don't want to make this video too long. I would just touch on other things before I wrap up this video. I hope you get going. Now, the member service request is what I want to talk about. Now, there is what we call the member service request, and this is the feature of the Church Central Cloud that enables members to make requests on the areas of need to the church through the platform, and the church management or the admin or the pastor or the leaders are able to see what request any member has made. So for example, a member is sick and doesn't have a number to call, or a member is in danger and is not able to make a call, or something happens, or a member has a baby, he needs to have baby dedication and he just wants to send a request for that. A member has a funeral request, or a counseling need, home visit need. A member wants to bless a new house, a new car, child naming ceremony. So here is where the church can configure what services they want members to make requests for. Okay, for example, if you don't want services, members to request funeral services through this, you can just turn it off. It goes off, so it's not going to be part of the list of the member service list. So home visit, if you don't want home visit, you can turn it off. So whatever you want, you can configure that. Then once you're done, you save the changes. Okay, lastly, I want to talk about the QR codes. So the QR codes are all here. So this one is the church page. So the church page has a lot of information about the church, so you can put that up for your members to see, and so you can turn that off. I'm just going to go up a bit now. Member form, so just the same. If you have watched previous video on creating members profile. So this is where you can provide members with this QR code, and then once they scan this code, it opens the members form and they fill it up. The system captures the data and information of that member, automatically populates your church dashboard with that with that information. Yeah. So let's continue. So there are other QR codes here, like the volunteer code, the counselorship, counseling booking QR code. You can all have that here. So I hope this video helps you to begin to set up your church profile, your settings. This is quite important. Now, if you have any question that you want to ask, we have a very comprehensive assistant here. Just click this bot here and ask a question. Say, how do I set up my tax information? Yeah. So example, yeah, information, and then just click that. The bot goes to work, and then it gives you that. So it tells you to set up tax information for Grace of God Mission. Navigate to settings by clicking the link, settings, click on the tax tab, enter your church tax registration number, legal name, mark which given type are tax deductible, save your change. You can then generate annual giving statement for members from this section. Okay, so this is, so any question that you have concerning the features or what you want to do, just use this assistant here, and if you don't get the answer you need, just send us an email on support@churchcentralcloud.com, and we would be very quick in responding to you. So we have a lot of team supporting you. You are not alone. We are in this together. Our mission is to support every church to build the kingdom and the mission that God has given to them everywhere, globally, locally, and otherwise. So thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. I hope this helps you to get started. God bless you, and see you next time.